Iran's intelligence network is one of the most complex and secretive systems in the world, built through decades of revolution, war, and political change. Behind every major decision in Tehran lies a web of agencies working quietly to protect national security and the stability of the Islamic Republic. These organizations are not just about secrecy or espionage, they represent the strategic backbone of Iran's defense and internal control. The Shah's era and SAVAK. Modern Iranian intelligence began in the 1950s under Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. In 1957, the Shah established SAVAK, the National Intelligence and Security Organization. Its purpose was to strengthen both internal and external security, counter espionage, and protect the monarchy. SAVAK was trained with help from foreign advisors and quickly became powerful within Iran's political system. For over 2 decades, SAVAK oversaw surveillance, counterintelligence, and national security. However, over time, it developed a controversial reputation for its tough methods of political control and suppression of opposition. By the late 1970s, rising public anger toward the Shah's government and growing protests made SAVAK a symbol of authoritarian rule. When the 1979 Islamic Revolution overthrew the monarchy, one of the new government's first actions was to dissolve SAVAK completely. The rise of MOIS. Iran's Ministry of Intelligence and Security. After the revolution, Iran briefly formed a transitional service called SAVAK to handle the duties once managed by SAVAK. A few years later, in 1983, this evolved into a new and more structured organization. The Ministry of Intelligence and Security, MOIS, known in Persian as Vezarati Evelad va Amniati Keshvar. MOIS became the central intelligence agency of the Islamic Republic. Its official mission is to protect the country from foreign espionage, internal sabotage, and national security threats. It also manages counterintelligence, cyber operations, and foreign intelligence gathering. The ministry works through various departments, focusing on domestic security, foreign affairs, counterespionage, and covert operations. MOIS is often viewed as the civilian face of Iran's intelligence world. It recruits agents, operates surveillance systems, monitors political groups, and manages data analysis. Internationally, it is considered one of the Middle East's most experienced intelligence bodies. However, in Iran, its activities remain largely confidential. The IRGC intelligence organization. While MOIS functions under Iran's civilian government, the country also developed a powerful parallel intelligence structure. The Intelligence Organization of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps IRGC. This agency, often called the IRGC Intelligence Organization IORGC, emerged in the early 2000s and was formally established around 2009. The IRGC's intelligence wing reports directly to Iran's supreme leader, giving it significant autonomy and influence. Its main purpose is to provide intelligence support to Iran's military operations, particularly those involving the IRGC and its external arm, the Quds Force. IRGC intelligence officers collect battlefield data, track security threats, and coordinate with regional allies. They also monitor potential internal challenges to the political system. Compared to MOIS, the IRGC intelligence organization operates with a more military and ideological approach. Artesh Intelligence. The regular military's intelligence branch. J2. Beyond these main agencies, Iran's regular army, known as the Artesh, maintains its own intelligence division, often referred to as J2. The Artesh intelligence branch focuses primarily on military and defense-related intelligence. Its role is to provide strategic information for battlefield planning, border security, and defense operations involving the Army's land, air, and naval forces. Unlike the IRGC, the Artesh operates as a conventional military institution. Its intelligence officers gather information from reconnaissance missions, satellite imagery, and communications monitoring. They also coordinate with MOIS and the IRGC during conflicts or border operations. Though less visible to the public, Artesh intelligence is vital for Iran's traditional military readiness. Police intelligence and domestic security units. Within Iran's law enforcement system, intelligence work is carried out by PAVA, the Public Security Police. This division is part of Iran's national police force and is responsible for maintaining public order, monitoring social activities, and addressing internal security concerns. PAVA's role includes preventing organized crime, managing protests, and ensuring compliance with social and economic regulations. It works closely with MOIS and other agencies through an official intelligence coordination council. In 2022, Iran's police command underwent restructuring, creating a new intelligence unit known as SAFA, the Police Intelligence Organization. SAFA centralizes intelligence gathering for border control, cybercrime, and criminal investigations. It represents a modernization effort to integrate policing and intelligence more effectively. While still relatively new, SAFA's influence in domestic operations is growing steadily. AGB-2 Nuclear and Counter-Espionage Security. One of the most secretive elements of Iran's intelligence structure is AGB-2, a specialized counter-espionage agency. Its primary mission is to protect Iran's nuclear and strategic facilities from foreign intelligence threats and sabotage. AGB-2's officers monitor sensitive installations, screen employees, and safeguard against infiltration. They also coordinate cyber and physical protection efforts for high-security research sites. Coordination and overlap between agencies. Iran's intelligence community consists of many organizations, each with its own jurisdiction. To manage overlap, Iran established an Intelligence Coordination Council, ICC. On paper, MOIS leads this council and is responsible for ensuring cooperation among roughly a dozen active agencies. In practice, however, competition remains, especially between MOIS and the IRGC intelligence organization. Both have extensive networks, strong leadership, and close ties to political authorities, which can lead to overlapping missions and differing priorities. From the Shah's SAVAK in the 1950s to today's multi-layered system of MOIS, IRGC intelligence, Artesh intelligence, PAVA, SAFA, and AGB-2, Iran's intelligence framework has evolved dramatically. It now forms a vast network designed to safeguard the state, monitor threats, and project influence abroad. Though much of their work happens out of public view, these organizations shape Iran's political, military, and diplomatic decisions. Together, they reveal how intelligence has become one of the most powerful and least understood pillars of Iran's national system. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to give it a like, share it with others who enjoy learning about world history and geopolitics.